Yeah, folks, and welcome back to the 27th December weeklies. In this one, we are doing the special event for this one. That is on Mount Panorama Motor Racing Circuit, it's called. Which I decided to take the GTO Twin Turbo. Although this is not technically Twin Turbo in motor, this is the Scudo in motor. So I decided to take this car for the heck of it, for this event. Why? Because one, this is a speed track, so this is where it's going to be really excellent at. And two, I felt like I could just be with this, which is only 750 pp per racer. So the Mount Panorama Circuit Endurance Racing, which if I have much to say about it, I kind of don't care for this event very much. And the reason why I don't kind of care for it is because it's just grade 3 race cars, which I'm not gonna be that asshole, but I also kind of just don't care for grade 3 race cars at the end of the day. There's some good taste in grade 3 race cars, but there's just some that just feels mediocre. It doesn't feel that very fast to me for grade 3 race cars. Although, yeah, they could definitely outmaneuver this. And you do get some, at least for the special event, you do get some special candidates, because that's not a GR Super right there, by the way. That's the FT1 VGT race car. So that was the car they used before the Supra. It's a pretty cool race car. You would think it'd be the same. It's a little different. And you get the RCZ race car, because yeah, you do get special race cars like that, because there are some cool grade 3 ones like that, or like the Beetle, new Beetle, which yeah, my car's freaking out because I was trying to figure out where to stop at. Because I will say, when it comes to that breaking point there, that's the part you have to understand the most, or else you just go wreck happy mode. Then, if you probably notice in the first, second, third there, second, third has some special grade 3 race cars too. So we have the DB9 GT1 2010, and we also have the Ford GT LM race car on top of it. Because I think it was called GT1 for a good bit until they decided to call it GT3 at the end of it. But yeah, GT3 is basically even more cheaper race cars, because yeah, they had to go a cheaper route. So they went to basically, I would say, around the $100,000 range. For GT1s, they were around like $500 million of road cars. They're converted race cars. For like the Viper scales, 150 grand. That's how it was back then. Nowadays, cheaper. So yeah, you got Italia 458, which the F40 used to have been the GT1 race car. Which, yeah, I gotta say, when I see the Italia, that is a big old disappointment, because there's no decal on it. It's so ugly without decal. You make a GT3 racer. That's the biggest disappointing one for me. So why do you not have decal on that car? But yeah. Although, I will say, I can't really, you know, crap on grade 3, because grade 3 is where everyone's kind of at when it comes to tournament racing. It seems. Which, understandable, because LMP is a bit too experimental sometimes when it comes to balancing, because then you got hybrids to deal with, where grade 3 doesn't have hybrids, as far as I know. And stuff like that. To go 7.688, not bad. Well, although I'm not surprised, because I don't have to deal with the aerodynamic flowback, so I'm gonna be skyrocketing on the straights. It's just my problem is turning and stuff. You know, with the racing medium tires, because I know some of these got race cards, even though, especially that Ford GT, I think it does. If I recall, when I checked the replay, because yeah, I do check the. I mean, how else I get this replay? To be honest. Yeah, I guess we'll get into it. It's just a standard GT. There's nothing different. You know, it sounds like a Scudo. A Scudo type sheet. But yeah, I always kind of wondered about the production version of the Scudo. If that's possible to get put in the game, or was that just not a good car at all? So I always wonder about that. I should probably go look one up. See what they look like. The actual Scudo, not the Pikes Peak one. If that's even a car or not. You have that, and you have the Cultist, which is another Pikes Peak one. And now, not a lot of people know about because that was only in Gran Turismo 2. Yeah, it was basically a lesser Scudo. The Scudo is basically the second gen upon the Cultist Pikes Peak. The pretty part about the Cultist, though, it had the nice purple and stuff. But it looked more flatter and body tone. Where the Scudo is more wheelie base. Stuff like that. So got basically 9 more drivers to catch. I think I was up a little head or two. Or no, I had to catch on the ground up. But yeah, this endurance race, I hate this endurance race at the end of the day, because I cannot believe it. You guys gave us endurance race, but you are scared to give us a money prize. Very scared. Like, this could have been like $1 million, and people would probably still hate on it because it still didn't pay enough. Because, let me show an example. As you can see here, it's $1 million to do this Spa Breaker Champs for an hour. Now here's this event, which you probably already saw in advance here, because I tossed it in advance, matter of fact. As you can see there, it says only 140,000 for an hour. Now here's the thing though, I will say, you probably saw from the events even earlier that you get $1 million ticket. That $1 million ticket is the equation to this. I find everything wrong with that really bad. Why is this not like, oh, I don't know, maybe like $800,000 at least? In that case, if you're that scared of grinding, if a person were to grind on it, because I will say there were some special events that did work out more than it should, which I probably should have threw the. I will say next time I throw the event thing, I'm gonna throw the price numbers, because it doesn't give an understanding. But the fact is, though, that they are scared of giving out prizes at the end of that. It seems. 140,000 for an hour race is. What are you guys smoking? You could do this in custom event. And you probably have more fun time in custom event because you can simply just turn around and pick your opponents. Heck, I'm doing those tryouts. 10 laps. I get 100,000 just for those 10 laps. 200,000 if it's the Tokyo one. So that's very freaking pathetic. You just toss this event in here with no cash in reward of it. And all I have to say about it, it's boring. Because all you guys did was change a couple of opponents from the basic grade 3 cars to special ones, like the DBR9 or the... maybe the Volkswagen Beetle, maybe. I don't know. That one. But the Ford GTLM race car. But yeah, just to show the enemy, or not the enemy, but the opponent recap here. Because I might as well at this point. As I gotta catch them eventually. which I will. So you got the Volkswagen Beetle, you got the Lancer. It's just really freaking stupid at the end of the day. It's like, oh. Oh, $140,000 for an hour run on freaking Mount Panorama, which is a kind of a challenging track. It does take a bit of understanding, but it's not as bad as you think. So as long as you just brake around the trailer here, you're fine. Where for these cars they don't, because they don't ever make you even up to 200 miles per hour. It's the most disturbing part. This is why I don't like grade 3 cars. Because I feel like, as a rule of a grade 3 racer, I feel like they should at least hit 200. No, it's tell grade 2. Which is funny enough, the GT1 race cars. So, they got bopped down in terms of performance. Over time. So it really hasn't felt super anymore. Felt stupid. That's why they lost their audience at the end of it. Well, that kind of thing. Yeah, we got the GT40, or not GT40, but GTLM Grand Crystal Forest race car. Which is pretty. You also got the other one too, which is the black with the black with the gray stripes or something like that, or something else. Yeah, it's a pretty car. I'm happy they kept those. Because yeah, usually when racers make their own cars, they usually don't keep them. So you got the FTL element too in the future they could add. Which I kind of hope they add that one, because that one's freaking sick. I don't know what grade it would sit in though. The bad part. I would assume grade 2 because those items were crazy. But the thing is, they really don't have the turning potential, they just have the high horsepower. That's the only problem I can think of. Because you also have the Audi TT they gotta add, the RX-7 and 8. There's a bunch of elements they did way back. And considering the Silvio Spec R touring car is one of them. It's not LM Racer, but it was just one they also did. But at least it was pretty legit. Which I think that's what the problem is. Like, not a lot of those weren't really legit under performance. Yeah, looking back at the Ferrari Italia, which, oh god, why is there no decal on this? There should be decal on that, but no, there's not. I mean, it doesn't even have to be good decal, as long as there's decal on it. Yeah, there's some of these I just don't like because they look too messy. In some cases. I'm more of a classical decal kind of person, than this newer stuff where you just splash all over the car stuff. Comes to designs. Like for example, this Corvette one I do not care for compared to the ones it was known for. This ain't it, Captain. It's nice and all, but it's not really. It has some similarities, but it's not quite it. You got the Lamborghini one, which this one's a fun one because this has a lot of colors you could add to it. So that's the green, I recall. And you got the sick one, that is the Volkswagen Beetle, which would love the production car of this one, but then I heard it failed miserably, so I don't know what to say. It just sucks though. Yeah, it's only a race car. It's only stuck being a race car. You got the Lancer Evolution. the GTO, which eventually passed a couple. As all that's left is the DBR GT1, the Viper SRT GT3, and Ford GTL race car. Yeah, the Ford GTL race car, he's got some potential going on there. I should have checked him a bit more, but I don't think I did throughout this. Sadly, so. Look how fast he was just going on straights and stuff. I just kept checking myself because I keep doing wheelies there. Wheelie action. Yeah, overall, it's basically just an hour of this while the daylight shifts around, and that's really about it. I don't know if there could be rain or not. I noticed it gets cloudy at some point, but it just didn't have rain. I mean, if it did, I will say if it does rain, this event is even worse. I consider it would be worse than the Spa-Francorchamps, because then it really should be $1 million. But no, it's a measly pocket change of 140 grand, because they're just too scared to dish out quite a good reward for some reason. I'm a freaking coward. Give people what they should have. It's because that I'm not gonna defend. Which I do wonder the other thing too, because I didn't notice the driver name there. Those are the actual driver names for GT3s too. I wonder. That's the other one I kind of question too. I can't say for sure. I just know majority's drivers here are mostly Australian. That's the funny part. Well, the DBR guys is American. Because I do know and will say that Volkswagen Beetle will be coming up here. It's kind of funny. Cause he's the only one that kind of shifts around a lot, big time. Throughout this race. The 4GT, he just goes up and takes it. The Viper, he tries his damnedest, but he just he just banks at a spot. DBR 9GT1, I'm not sure in his case. I think he just banks as well. I think eventually he gets passed by the Mercedes, because the Mercedes' fuel is better, because, you know, you're comparing a GT1 of 2010 to a GT3 of nowadays, because that's definitely a nowadays Mercedes. Although, probably there is newer body takes nowadays, but yeah. It's kind of relatively similar. We got the M6 GT3 Endurance, which the M6 GT3s are weird because you got the Endurance model and then you got the Sprint model. Which I assume that just means one's tuned up more differently for that reason, the other one's tuned up for that reason as well. Which I don't know why, but okay. Maybe it's because they do sprint sessions. Then again, I'm not a motorsports guy. So, what I talk here is just out of my A, so. So, sorry to say, I just don't watch motorsports. If anything I like when it comes to seeing these is I love seeing the cars that get produced over time in the process of this. And then creating legends at the end of the day. More of a historian racer than a motorsports racer. I like racing for history, not racing for motorsports. That's the best way to say it. Yeah, now we're looking at the gauges of the cars. Coming up there. Let's see if I do. Yep. Good reaction there too. But yeah, the 4GT guy got been moving pretty quicker, not much quicker. Which is kind of interesting too, because he still has production gauges too. He doesn't have the race gauge stuff. So they basically just took the body, just encapsulate around LM style racing. Get the RCZ. But yeah, some of them have rear mirror, some of them have a rear camera. Oh, I went back to UT for some reason. I think I was checking his fuel gauge because I think he's about to fuel in. Because yeah, that's the problem about him. He has to fuel in earlier. So yeah, make sure to check the tires and fuel gauge while I'm scrolling through here. So yeah, he's burning. That's what he gets for racing on race hard, or race sports, or race soft, God, not sports. Race mediums for this one. Shield's getting there. Got the Genesis X. We didn't need to try that one, because that one is technically different because it's not all-wheel drive, because all-wheel drive is not legal in grade 3 racing, I will say. You need to drive FR. Or just something rear drive. Because there could be MRs too, like the SXs. Which is the reason why it's there. That's the other thing, it has to be a skill drivetrain instead of a drivetrain that controls everything. That's why FR is kind of still a thing, because people like the skill of it. And the fun factors that FR offers. Where an FF doesn't really offer a whole lot. It's really just a daily driver drivetrain. But FR is just more fun and have more control, and you can get more horsepower in the car. Italia here. Yeah, I think Italia had special gauge too. So this is a Corvette then. Right. The most unique one is the Beetles when we get to that one. Yeah, Genesis is not so bad, very basic. I know. The Hurricane is like the Corvettes a little bit. Well, I guess it's similar to another one we saw. Yeah, here's the Beetles. The Beetles looks crazy. Where he goes blue and then he goes yellow and red. I like that. That's very unique, but I don't also understand why the speed gauge is just that. Yeah, it just looks like a funny, crazy take on that. And then the BMW is unique too. At least that's a good part. So it's the Mercedes a little bit, I think. DBR9 2010, which yeah, that looks old style, Jesus. That's an old style one. Yeah, we don't have the DBR or DB9, I should say. Because DBR, the R part, I believe, is racing. Or we don't have the regular DB9. I think we did back then on Sport, maybe. Because I will say some cars we did lost from Sport to 7 in transition. So there's a Vision car we don't have. And Ford GTLMs once again, just for the heck of it. I don't know why I reshoved, but it is what it is. Probably because I want to see how fast he's shifting through. And yeah, the Viper is now beating him since he had a pit. I also had the pit too. skyrocket down the straight over here. Skyrocket straight to 160 and 220. But yeah, I should have put the gears a bit higher. Oh well. But then again, I got the gears closer because you kind of do with the scooter motor. I will say, I think the Lancer X can take this, so I kind of wonder if it's better motor for that car series. I should probably try that one next time. See how crazy that gets. Because I think it gets the 6 speed, but I'm not sure. Yeah, that's the problem about Gran Turismo. You can't really pick gears, what kind of custom transmission you want. You're only just stuck with whatever they just believe it should be in car. Or they don't think out of the box and say, oh hey, it's possible you could probably put that in it. Or that, or that. But that does take a lot of hard checking though, to, you know, to get that example into reality. And proceedings. Right now. So might as well roll call again. Yeah, because I think I was trying to check the name, because yeah, this is when I was wondering about the names here. I'm like, I just realized I wasn't roll call, I was checking him real quick. It's called that, or is he actually called that on the car? Because they usually have the driver's name on the car. But that one seems to not. Although I couldn't see it. Yeah. So we're gonna have a closer to getting to this first place. So yeah, like I said, I'm basically gonna end the video once I catch him, because at that point, the next 30 minutes is just gonna daily drive. And I really don't want to show that much. And then on top of it, well, when PlayStation has an hour limit to their videos, well, you gotta make it an hour less. So I kind of do hope they uplift that rule for the PlayStation 5's case, because when I get a PlayStation 5 here, which will be kind of soon, I get better graphics and shit, and probably play this in 1080p video instead of 720, because that's the sucky part. Kind of reason I stopped doing corn way back. Yeah, you just hear the horn. It's a weird buzzer horn. But yeah, that basically wraps that. Because as soon as you pass that Ford GT, you basically win. Yeah, just at this point, just daily drive to victory. Yeah, that's the biggest problem I have about this event. It's like, you get... Which, this is the same case with the Spa Frankentraps event. Which, I see why Gran Turismo doesn't really do these endurance races. Is because... if you already just beat the guy, you beat the guy at that point. At that point, you're just daily driving. But yeah, there's a blooper of me just spinning out at one point. Like, whoops! But that basically wraps that for Mount Panorama at the end of the day, and all I can say about this endurance race, it just sucks, because 140,000 is not enough for this, and the event's kind of basic. There's nothing really special for enemies. It just, well, except for that Ford GTO, and that's probably the only one that sticks out. I mean, everyone else is just kind of the same. Well, you got 7th place to DDR9, good. That sucks. The Beetle beat him there, as it turns out. Yeah, just a big old victory lap. I could have ended the lap beforehand there, but I went over the 4 seconds that was about to go down. So yeah, there's a victory lap for me. Woo! Basically, as this track gets darker and darker at nighttime, because this track gets very scary at nighttime. Because there's not a whole lot of lights. Right back this up. Then again, this track was a real bastard in Grid Legends, I recall. Especially the time attack cars. Oh my god. You want pain? Drive the time attack cars on this. And especially the reverse layout. Which I don't know if we had the reverse layout or not. I just realized this one. I had to check that next time, but this basically ends that for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed the weeklies. It's just really bummed out about this last one here. It's like, oh, well, you have to just beat this guy. That's it. Basically. But yep, that basically wraps that. Until then, people, I'll see you guys next time. You guys take care, and hope you enjoyed lunch out here. So until then, take care.